Fight man in boxing, led the Flair Cops. Shout out to Goodfellas Sports TV. Woo!
Don't forget to check out our sponsor, The Health Blaze, at thehealthblaze.com. 100% all natural products from lotions, soaps, foot soaks, bath bombs, and much, much more. Use the promo code Goodfella1Boxing. Tell them your boy CJ Goodfella sent you. Get 18% off. We out.
All right, man, let's talk about it. Virgil Ortiz ready for a world championship fight. It's make sure you hit the thumbs up button, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Best way to help the channel out, all right? But yeah, the power's still out. It's 12:44. I seen the electric truck. I seen the trucks out there yesterday. It was a down wire. So, and I see the trucks out there today. So they said they kind of got some, I guess something complicated going on where they driving around the neighborhood. I guess they can't find where the issue is at. But it is what it is, man. I went to the casino last night, watched the Rigondeaux fight. But yeah, I think and I watched Ortiz fighting this morning again. But I think he ready. All right, I think he ready. Even if he come up short, I think he's skilled enough to I think he's skilled enough to this point to defend himself and not take a Fernando Vargas type ass whooping to be able to come back. But I think he's ready now. Ain't no point of marrying him anymore. Ain't no more putting him in there with Kyle Velasquez. You've seen he can take a shot. You've seen he come from adversity. You've seen he can box. You've seen he can touch the body. You've seen he got a good jab. You see he can walk people down. You see he got fast hands. He got good feet. So what's the point? Might as well throw him in the water. De La Hoya ain't got nothing to lose. You know what I'm saying? He really don't. He's about to lose his DAZN deal, and they looking for other networks to put their boxing on. But why not? You know, obviously, I think for him, the best matchup is it don't really matter. They could do a Keith Thurman or something like, but Keith not gonna fight him. He'll destroy Keith Thurman. He'll destroy Sean Porter. I won't say destroy, but I think he might be Sean Porter better than everybody else that didn't fight Sean Porter. So I just think at the point, it's just formalities at this point. I know he could be Sean. I know he could be Keith. Too fast, hit too hard, too hungry. He's a big kid, so at some point in the near future, he's gonna be moving on up. All right, so why wait? Why take another Keith Thurman, Sean Porter, Custio Clayton? Why not try to go for Errol Spence or Pacquiao or Ugas or Terence Crawford? It makes sense, and I think they are good matchups for him. People say it's defense, man. He's an offensive fighter. He carry power. He a good body puncher. They give him a shot versus anybody. Fast hands, good corner. But ideally, I think he want to have a third fight this year that won't be Crawford. I think his third fight might be versus somebody like Custio Clayton, Betaboob, or Boost Putin, whatever the hell their names is. I don't know who else out there, but definitely ready for a title shot. Definitely he's special. Definitely. So it ain't really no time to waste. Put him in there. I mean, activate that mandatory. He showed last night that he a warrior. But his best matchup probably against Spence, to be honest. Because Spence, he drained. They similar fighting styles. I think he a better combination punch. That might be his best fight. And that's just probably more lucrative fight. Him and Spence fighting in Texas, man, it's probably gonna fill that hoe up. So if he do come up short versus Spence, guess what? He had a bag behind him. But Spence ain't knocking people out, so that's a far less dangerous fight because he weight drained. That's a far less dangerous fight for him. Ugas, that'd be the best possible matchup. If Ugas and Pacquiao, I don't have, but he beat Pacquiao. That'd be best possible. He's another guy like Sean Porter who fight up and down to their competition. So that'd be the ideal fight for a belt. I think Ugas should probably rise to the occasion, but I think he just got too much in his arsenal for Ugas and the Pacquiao win. I mean, that's a tough fight because the experience factor and also how would he fight Pacquiao. I think he would have to just close the distance on Pacquiao, cut the ring off, and just beat him up. But that'd probably be his most lucrative fight too over Spence. But those good fights, and the fight that everybody points to is Terence Crawford. All right. And that might be the worst possible matchup, besides Manny Pacquiao, because Crawford is a finisher. Okay, Crawford give you the opportunity to hit him because he's offensive, just like Vergil Ortiz. But that's definitely a fight they can't miss. I know people gonna say if Crawford lose to Ortiz, he overrated. If Crawford obliterate Ortiz, Ortiz was too young. What he done in boxing, he did shit at the welterweight division. So, like I said, of course, that's not a fight. Crawford not rushing to, but if the zone pan or they putting the bag up, or if it's mandated, you gotta fight him. You gotta fight him. And is it a winnable fight? Absolutely, it's a winnable fight for Crawford. You know, it's a winnable fight. He fought your last opponent, Velasquez. Velasquez technically both dropped both fighters. Most people believe, but it's a good fight. Ortiz is a big welterweight, athletic. Some people say he a Spence clone, but I say there's a little bit more different to his game. He take more chances. He take more risks. He got faster hands, and like just maybe because he throw combinations, and you know it's a good fight. Why not? You know, but they feel like he ain't ready, man. He ain't ready. There's really no rush. The fight people want to see him in the future is Jerron Ennis, Conor Ben, those type of fights. So people want to see him in. So ain't really no rush, but I think people would love to see it. I think people would love to see it. Either or, you know, I think he beat Ugas. I'm not sure about Pacquiao, Spence, and Crawford, but I want to see it. These other guys don't want to step up and fight Crawford. These other guys don't want to step up and fight Crawford. I think Ortiz do it, but, you know, I would tell Ortiz, man, to go to the body a lot on Crawford if you can. Go to the body, keep your jab working, and, you know, really with Crawford, man, that's a tough fight. You got to be prepared for lefty, righty, mover, pressure fighter, boxer, puncher, slick fighter, defensively responsible fighter. So really, I would try to drag Crawford into a firefight and see if I was the bigger, stronger, and I got more power. I just try to see that. But Crawford a finisher. If you do a little chicken dance or you hurt, Crawford gonna finish you, and that's the danger zone. We talking about Pacquiao, Spence on the other hand, they really ain't got that killer instinct at this point. So maybe Virgil Ortiz can survive a little bit with them more, and he can recover. But why not? Why not get these fights going? Oscar De La Hoya, he's gambled before sending JoJo Diaz across the street, like in Canelo and Floyd Mayweather. So a lot of those gambles that he put out there haven't paid off. Sending Linares to fight Lomachenko. But if I was a betting man, I think Oscar learned from his mistake. I think Oscar will marinate this kid a little bit more. But the question is, how much more he got to give? How much more, you know, physically before he go out the weight class, and you don't want to waste his prime. That's what you don't want to do. You don't waste this beautiful fighter's prime. The speed, the coordination, the footwork, the ability to cut the ring off, the body punching, the left hook. So you do one more fight this year. It could be Clayton, could be Rashidi Ellis, Jamal James, who knows? And then next year, if Crawford ain't got nobody fight, man, basically you gotta take that fight. Take that, my Diddy voice. Take that. So here you go. Basically, you gotta take that fight, man. So, hey, like I said before, him and Spence would be a huge fight in Texas. They should call that Texas Toast. I'm joking. That should be a huge fight in Texas. They can fight in Jerry World. They can fight in Houston. They can fight San Antonio. You know, that's a Texas fight. That's a fight for Texas. But him and Crawford, I don't know, man. That might be Vegas, New York City, Nebraska. I doubt. I mean, shit, Memphis maybe, Atlanta. So all good spots. But I think his best opportunity is versus Ugas, and I think his best opportunity could be versus Errol, the Truth Spence too, just because of the situation physically. But I wouldn't be surprised if this kid became undisputed champion, unified champion. I think he will become champion. It's just a matter of time. And the division stop being constipated and these welterweights get to fighting. But if I was his handler, I'd try to wait for this wave of welterweights to go away. Him, Conor Ben, Jerron Ennis, you know, other fighters gonna bring money to the division. Josh Taylor, I think that's a better climate for him. But sometimes you gotta take an old dog out the pasture, and you gotta show him you old and tell him it's over. So, you know, Crawford, Spence, Pacquiao, Ugas, all of them above 30, but Pacquiao above 40. So if he got to be the AARP killer, that's what he gonna have to be. But I would love to see him in these fights next. I think he ready. He showed a lot of fortitude, a lot of toughness yesterday, a lot of integrity. So Shout out to Virgil Ortiz. Let me know what you guys think. Don't forget you find me on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Facebook group link in the description as well too. All my social media links in the description. You can reach out when I advertise on the channel, video request, chop it up, whatever it may be. Want to make a financial donation? Cash App, CJ Good 313, Venmo, CJ Good 313, PayPal link in the description. Still looking for our first Venmo donation, but best way to donate: thumbs up, share the video, subscribe to the channel. If you like what you hear, check the Welterweight and Boxing News playlist. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Peace.